If you've watched American Horror Story, then you've definitely seen this Tate sweater. And not the one from Bernie Melville that's the navy blue and green. I'm talking about the original dark green and light green stripes. And the only way to get that is for me to crochet it myself. I started with a mock-up. Sticking true to the original design he was wearing, I did 5 light green stripes and 4 dark green stripes. I did ribbing on the bottom and top, neckline, and also the cuffs are ribbed as well, and I used a 4mm hook. I also used a double crochet stitch as I wanted it to be looser fitting, and I also made this slightly oversized as his was an oversized fit and I wanted to stick true to the original design. Starting off with the front panel, I start with the light green color and I do 4 rows of each color. So I did 4 double crochet rows of the light green and then 4 double crochet rows of the dark green, and I followed that design mock-up I had. So it'll be 5 rows of the light green and 5 rows of the dark green. Once you've finished off your last row of the light green yarn, you can go ahead and tie that off and start on your back panel. It's the exact same order as the front panel, so 5 light green, 5 dark green. Moving on to the sleeve, we're going to start with the cuff part. I started by chaining 11. Once you have those 11 chains complete, you're now going to start half double crocheting into each of those chains. Once you're done half double crocheting, you're going to turn over and then you're going to half double crochet in the back loops only all the way around. I did 17 rows of this as it fit perfectly around my wrist. Once you have your rows complete, you can go ahead and slip stitch them all together, and then we'll start crocheting in the round. To start the sleeve, you're going to attach the green yarn into the cuff that you just made, and you're going to go all the way around and half double crochet increases. The sleeves follow the same pattern as the front and back panels, so you'll do 4 rows of light green, 4 rows of dark green. The only difference is for the length that I wanted it, I ended up doing 4 blocks of the light green, 4 blocks of the dark green. If you don't know how to do a color change, I can link some videos down below, as right here I'm not showing it the best, but basically when you're doing your double crochet, you'll go in, yarn over with your main color, pull through once, and then you'll take that light green color or dark green color, the accent color, and you'll pull through with the rest of that, and then you'll start your chain. When color changing, I found it easier to snip off that color I'm no longer using. Since I'm doing 4 rows of that color, there's no need to drag along that extra color, although this does mean that there is a lot of sewing to do at the end. Once you're done your last row, go ahead and finish off. I suggest leaving a longer tail than I did, as it's easier to sew in and not have to add in an extra string for extra sewing. To begin sewing the piece together, you're going to put wrong sides together, and right now we're going to stitch mark off the neckline. I marked 20 stitches on each side, leaving 24 stitches for the actual neckline. To sew the shoulder pieces together, I just did a quick whip stitch until I met my stitch marker, and then I finished off and did the same thing on the other side. When sewing the arms, I also used a whip stitch. Just make sure that the arms line up to the second row of the dark green. With both the arms attached and the shoulders sewn, it should look like this. And to do the bottom ribbing, I just followed the same steps that I did for the sleeve ribbing. For the neckline, I ended up making it super simple, so I ended up doing a half double crochet all the way around and then 3 rows of back loop only half double crochet to get the ribbing effect. Once completed, your sweater should look like this, and now you look like Tate Langdon.